Armon, I saw that you made a video about Melissa Bumstead's arrest.
Yeah, I don't really make videos, but I had people kept like messaging me and stuff, and I did it to just kind of defend them. Like, hey, like everybody does that. That's competing. She's gonna be all right. I had a situation before. It had nothing really to do with selling steroids, but a lot of times they try to charge you. Let's say a bodybuilder has like 15 different compounds. They try to charge you like felony per compound. And then, you get a good attorney, they'll knock it down, then you get it knocked down to just a misdemeanor. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know why they were having it. Like you would seem like, Florida, they had everything they need. So it was just kind of weird. But
you got to be precise, I think, when you're a bodybuilder, right? And you're from another country, you don't want to run that risk of what if one part of the gear wasn't real and maybe.
Yeah. But they're all down there, right, Boston? They're all down there.
Yeah, they're all with Camp Creep over there. Yeah. Camp Creep.
I know, but I was thinking maybe he doesn't like trust the other guy's gear as much as his own.
This is the only thing I could say. It's really sad that people get in trouble for this kind of stuff. But Leo, we know from first fucking hand experiences that our conversations that we've had, Canada is no joke with fucking customs. So doing something like that, there's so many good domestic sources. They could have got on my forum and got a domestic source.
Wait, that's a really good point you make. So supposedly, it was caught in Florida, but you're saying that maybe Canada tipped Florida off, you think?
Yeah. It said Canada. Like I read the article. It said that Canada was involved.
Wow, interesting. Yeah, that's true. Canada's.
Yeah. They're weird. Yeah.
Canada seizes everything. I'll never order from them again. They seize everything. It's horrible.
Well, but the thing is, okay, first thing, let's say like it's ridiculous that someone can get a felony, even a felony charge for having steroids that are in that quantity. It's ridiculous, bro. Yeah. Alcohol is everywhere. People beat their wives because of alcohol. Nobody beats their wife because of steroids. Weed is legal and it's ridiculous. But it's because there's so few of us to represent ourselves, and we don't talk about it in public. There's no like rights group that asks for at least decriminalization.
Well, Oregon, it's legal, Leo. In Oregon, it's legal to possess and use steroids.
I know Oregon has so many good things going for it legally, except the people, some people there in Portland that we don't want to live next to. But
yeah, if it wasn't so liberal there, I would definitely be inclined to move there.
It's interesting. Like some people live there aren't like fanatic, leftists. Like Chael Sonnen lives there still. And he's he's a normal guy. But so what I wanted to ask you guys, if a Canadian. So if an American has a felony, they can't get into Canada. Canada will not accept a felon to visit.
Not just that. When I was with Muscle Tech, they flew us into Buffalo, and they had a limo pick us up from Buffalo, and all you had to have then was your ID. You didn't have to have a passport. I'm 38, so this was when everybody was with Muscle Tech. I was like 24, I think, like 24, and so. Alex Arzarian was with me. He passed away, but he used to. Did you know him, Boston?
Of course, I knew Alex. Yep.
Is he Armenian?
Yeah, maybe.
I didn't know
he might have had a little bit of Armenian in him.
Yeah. So they picked us up, and we're going to the border. So it was snowing and all that, and so they stop us at the border, and they say, "Give us your IDs." Okay, here we go. I had something on my record from when I was 18, and I didn't know what Alex had, and they said, "You guys aren't allowed in." We're like, "Why not? Why not?" And they're like, "Your records." And I'm like, "Okay." So I knew what I had on my record when I was 18, and Alex had a marijuana charge from 15 years prior, and
wow,
yeah, we couldn't get in. So we called the people at Muscle Tech. They just said, get dropped off in a motel, save your receipts, and we'll compensate y'all. And then we were snowed in 3 days there in some little motel.
That sucks. So, you can't even get through the border with an ID. That's insane.
She could still probably do her show and stuff because this won't take into place until the trial,
Right. Yeah.
But so by the way, about that border thing, isn't there like unpatrolled border between the U.S. and Canada? Couldn't you like drive over in like Michigan and places like that? Or is it like patrolled? I don't know, huh?
I don't think so because
I mean, not that everyone's trying to get into Canada really desperately, but I'm just curious. Yeah. So
I went back. Yeah, I went back. So I had to shoot. I was going to shoot with Muscle Mag at the headquarters. So that's cool. I always, want to go to Muscle Mag headquarters, and we always shot at different gyms. So I was going to fly to the headquarters, meet Bob Kennedy. And so I was like, okay, maybe flying will work. And I had a passport this time. And when I got there, it was right after North Americans. I flew straight there. And they pulled me in the back. They're like, "We can't let you in." I'm like, "Man, this was a cover shot for Muscle Mag," and I was like, "Okay, let's try to start crying a little." And so it was a woman, so I was like, "Maybe I can work my way." And she's like, she grilled me for like an hour, and she's like, "What you're supposed to do if you have a criminal past or anything on your record, you're supposed to apply for a special. I don't know what's called apply, and it costs like." At the time, it was like $400. You have to pay a fee to get in. And so I couldn't tell him I was there working either. And the editor-in-chief of Muscle Mag was waiting for me there. And he's like, "Dude, are you okay? Or are you going to make it?" And I was there. I think they held me like 2 or 3 hours. And she's like, "I'm not supposed to do this, but I'm going to let you through." And I was like, "Thank you." But it took, if it was a guy, they wouldn't have let me in. It was a girl, and she was a nice lady. And but that was no more trying to go to Canada after that.
Oh, that's crazy that they're so secure about that. But so do you guys think that, is she going to be stuck in the US for like a year then? Because she has to fight the case and...
Well, yeah, the cases take a while, man. They take forever, especially with all this COVID stuff. So she could, she could potentially. I don't really know any details of the case. I just think that, the cops thought it was probably a bigger deal than it was. From their names.
Yeah, that was my suspicion. My suspicion was they saw the name also.
Yeah, I think they got like that, and then they're like, "Oh, this is a big case." They were like, "Oh, that's Chris Bumstead's sister. This could be the biggest case," and they were probably expecting to raid a house that had steroids in it for non personal use and for other use, and I
don't know how could it not.
Yeah, I mean, a couple of things. The first thing is, I wonder if they're trying to make an example of them because of just the family name's fame. And I hope that's not the case. Hopefully they're not trying to do that. But in general, I think that people online and everywhere should try to complain. I mean, this is ridiculous that they do this to people, They know, clearly it's an athlete. You're saying you think they were going to find a big bust or something, but I doubt that they thought that. They know these guys are professional bodybuilders.
Why would they raid a house if they didn't, though?
Just to find anything else in the house.
They thought they were going to have something big because,
supposedly Revive was in the indictment. So I think they thought it was going to be something bigger because, Chris is now co-owners and he owns part of Revive now, or Raw Nutrition.
What's Revive and Raw? What's the difference between them, by the way? Do you know?
Same owners, just one's like their health line and then one's their product line, like their supplement line. But I think they were I've never heard of a house raid for something like that ever.